What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this episode we're returning to Tomino's original novel, Gundam Escalation. Last time, Amuro was saved by Cusco Al. The crew was upgraded to the new Pegasus 2, and Amuro piloted G3. This time, Caecilia's new type team will attack the moon. Amuro will hook up with Sayla, and he attacks Cusco Al. So let's get into this. The Zabi High Council has a meeting. At this meeting is Prime Minister Darchia Bakura, even though Side 3 has civilian government. Just like Daegwon, they are simply Giren's puppet in all of this. Most of the other ministers are in the pockets of the Zabis already. Dozle is frustrated, but at this point he trusts Caecilia. Or more so, Caecilia is a canary in the coal mine for Dozle. Once she stops pushing back against Giren, then he should be worried. They're there to discuss the system project. Darchia briefs everyone on the plan. It consists of taking a colony and coating the insides with aluminum. This can be used as a powerful weapon of mass destruction. They will have to evacuate one of the colonies and will have to work with every industry within it. Everyone is in agreement and needs Daegwon to sign off. Darchia gives the proposal to Daegwon to sign off on. He says my eldest son is a blot on my honor. Darchia didn't know what to think of this. He then mentions Caecilia and wonders if he means for Caecilia to oppose Giren. Darchia gives the proposal back to Giren. While giving a speech, Daegwon walks out of the room. The Pegasus 2 was doing training exercises before returning to LH Moonbase. They don't know when they are going to ship out again, as High Command never tells Bright anything. Sayla takes Amuro to his new quarters. Everyone is already used to the new ship. Amuro could sense that Sayla was sad. He is checking her out while they navigate through the ship. Amuro tells Sayla not to call him ensign. He is not flirting well. While in the hangar, he runs into Matilda Agent. It's all the girls Amuro thinks about late at night in his quarters in one place. But with Matilda is Lieutenant Woody, who is the one in charge of maintenance for the ship, and Matilda's boyfriend. All of Amuro's youthful energy escapes him. I would suggest jumping off the ledge, but you're in 0G. You will just float in all that cringe. No suicide for you today. Sayla says, I'm so embarrassed for you. Your quarters are this way. Can I go now? Amuro asks Sayla to join him for a meal. Military-grade food. She agrees. He goes to shower before meeting with her. Amuro contemplates what's with the aura she has. It is more than sadness. There is something dark in there. This is, of course, her hiding the fact that she is the daughter of Zeon. The two have their date. Sayla mentions she wasn't on the ship when Pegasus went down. She tells him she was looking for an escape route as something was pulling her, leaving out the part where she met up with her brother Char. Amuro thinks maybe she is a new type. New types don't have superpowers, however. She then mentions that she has a brother and there was a weird connection when he is around. She mentions it's like a seizure. Amuro thinks this is when two new types are on the same wavelength, just like he and Lala Soon. He then guesses correctly that her brother is Char. He did it half jokingly, but she wonders how he knew. Amuro says, I don't know, new type stuff I guess? She even tells Amuro that her father is Zeon Daikun. Then she says, maybe I made it up. Playing hard to get with the geopolitical expansion pack is taking it to a whole new level. He tells her that he had new type connections with Lala and Cusco Al. He will most likely have to face her next. Kai comes over and tries to smooth talk Sayla, but she says, I got a man right here. Nice. While Amuro is with a woman that likes him, he decides to think of other women. Focus, dude. Shalia Bul, Char, and Cusco Al gather at a Bawaku. There is something about Cusco Al that irritates Char. She was originally from Argentina, but moved to Side 3 during the forced immigration period. She wasn't originally a part of this meeting. There doesn't seem to be any loyalty between the three. Even Chalia is originally under Giren as a spy, so even Char can't completely trust him. They are treading lightly, but their loyalties lie with Caecilia currently, and this might change depending on how the wind blows. Personally, Chalia is just here to understand new types. He doesn't believe that he is one, but he is very fascinated in Daikun's teachings. As a person who has been to Jupiter, perhaps he understands living in space the best. He says that Daikun is the politician they need today. Chalia says men with personal ambition and hidden agendas are people you don't want to trust. Char wonders, does he know who I am? Chalia and Char tell Cusco Al to let the men handle this, and they head to the bar to begin their potential coup. Char trusts Chalia more than Cusco Al. Amuro and Sayla hook up. He wakes up to a bad dream while holding on to Sayla's boobs. Sayla then wakes up crying. She takes a shower and tells Amuro that Char might do something horrible in the name of new types. She wants him to kill her brother. This greatly turns off Amuro. He says that he doesn't kill for personal reasons, and he may never see Char on the battlefield again. She doesn't like the Sayla she is becoming. He takes a shower and gets back in bed with her. He's over being mad for now. Kycilia and her forces are moving from Granada to Abawaku, while Dozel is linking up with Solomon before making an attack on LH. This is intel just given to General Revel. Revel notes that the Zabi forces are equally divided, which will be their downfall. But he doesn't know where Zeon's new type unit is moving, perhaps Abawaku. Revel also knows about the evacuation of Mahal Colony, but not why. Meanwhile, Amuro and his insecurities are interrupted by a Stage 1 alert. Oh, thank God. He rushes towards the hangar and gets into G3. Sayla is already on the bridge, talking to Amuro on the comm. What does a red alert walk of shame look like? Amuro mentions G3 is 16 meters. Just 16 meters in the novel, huh? He launches and releases the safety on his beam rifle. He flies instantly into Minovsky particle interference. Eyes don't fail me now. Suddenly, something looks like it is breaking through the defensive perimeter. Amuro wonders why Fetties are letting the enemy get so close. He fires his rifle, mainly to get the attention of the rest of the Federation. LH is attacked. In the novel, justification for fights devolving into close combat battles is due to a lack of any real standard protocol, as mobile suits are still new. So all fights just apparently end in clashing with one another. Ensign Sarkis and Kriya and Gems come to back up Amuro. He sees the Pegasus in his peripheral. One Salamis overextends itself. That is when a mobile armor takes down the Fetty cruiser. Amuro is certain that is what Lala was piloting. The Flanagan Institute seems to utilize new types more so than the Federation. Kai and Hayato join the battle. 6 more mobile suits approach in a V formation. Kai and Hayato protect the thoroughbred. Think Ford's on board? He shoots down one of the mobile suits, and the Zeon squad breaks formation. They don't know what they are fighting. It may be a goof. Kai is supposed to be focusing on long-range support with the gun cannon. Get it together, Kai. A sound shudders throughout Amuro's body. Sayla and Mirai could hear it, but not Bright. Mirai moves the ship without Bright's commands, but this causes them to dodge a beam rifle attack. Amuro, Mirai, and Sayla seem to be in sync with one another, which is frustrating Bright. He thinks, is this a new type? Amuro dodges debris and finds the same mobile armor Lala soon piloted. The Elmith. It fires at the Gundam with its beam cannon. He has to act fast or it will kill him. The magnetic coating is saving his life. He needs to think quickly. Amuro gets a hit on the mobile armor and pulls back when suddenly he senses the red comet approaching. He gets visual confirmation and notices the skirt is different. It is the Char Aznable custom Rickdome. Char is relying on hit-and-run tactics. Amuro is getting frustrated. The Red Comet realizes this is a different Gundam and not the one he fought on Texas. Chalya is also in a Rickdome. Char thinks that Chalya possesses more skill than him. He wonders where Cusco Al went, not knowing she was hit. Amuro is getting nervous. Amuro gets into some crossfire. Char and his team are losing ground, so they decide to retreat. The Pegasus 2 returns to LH, where Revel promotes everyone, except for Slugger. Poor Slugger. As their new type core, they need the confidence of high command to move forward in battle. Jaburo doesn't like this, as everyone is too young. They all gather in the mess hall. Amuro tells them that the power of a new type boner is quite strong, though he doesn't go into detail about Lala soon. Bright says most people would think this new type speak is crazy talk. Kai says this war will go on while the top brass counts stacks from the safety of Jaburo. Slugger tells him to be careful. He may be a spy from Jaburo. Everyone for a moment thinks he's speaking the truth. Is this guy a spy? Amuro wasn't able to get a close look at their new Rickdomes. Bright does some flirting with Mirai. He thinks maybe I can have sex with her, but chooses not to as they are about to head into battle. Kycilia praises Char for the previous battle. She wants to make the new type force the centerpiece of the space attack force. Kycilia is usually strategic, but she is starting to lose it. Their next mission is in 24 hours. The Abawaku forces will be used as a decoy so the Fetties can be drawn out and attacked by Solomon. Kycilia's forces are to lure enemies into the line of fire of the solar ray. Char wanted Chalya Bul to use the Elmith, but it is already tuned for Cusco Al. Kycilia wants to bring on all the new type potential candidates. Chalya and Char check up on Cusco Al in the medbay. The Psychomu interface makes her nauseous. But more importantly, she has never been hit before on the battlefield, and her pride is broken. She realizes that this is what it's like to fight another new type. Bright doesn't know the details of the next mission. He is still being left in the dark. Kai thinks they're attacking Abawaku. All Bright says is that the operation is named Chimbalo. Remember, even in the anime, this operation was EFF's original push on the Zeon space front. Once the Fetties captured Solomon, they reassessed and they pivoted to Operation Star 1. They all wonder what their target is. And that will do it for this episode. Amuro and Sayla have finally hooked up, though Sayla bringing up her brother post-coitus makes this a rather interesting dynamic, if not slightly incestuous in nature. I guess a new type of attraction is a new type of attraction. Kuzco Al is now the new Elmith pilot, but will she face the same fate as Lala? Next time, the Gundam will take on the Elmith. Gihren will try to use the solar ray on his siblings, and Degwin calls Gihren a second-rate Hitler. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, don't let her weird infatuation with her brother get in the way of sex. Peace.